I put my big girl pants on and I finally posted it. I am actually talking about last week's YouTube video. This has been sat in my CapCut drafts for 3 weeks. I'm an overthinker. That is one thing you need to know about me. And I just put so much pressure on myself. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here to stay. I can promise you that. But I was a little bit nervous about posting on here and showing people more into my life. I have a personal brand online. I keep it very professional though, like I have very clear boundaries of what I want to share, and I just got a bit nervous and pressure of what I actually want this to be in terms of delivering value and also inspiration. And I don't want to create it too much, but I'm a bit messy and then there's so much that happens. So I just got really in my head, to be honest, about it. But since releasing the video, I've had such amazing support and messages and voice notes and comments, and I know I'm absolutely doing the right thing. It's just scary, isn't it? Doing something that you've never done before. It's very different from all the other social platforms, but I'm here. We are another week in the life. Today is Tuesday. This week is very different from my last video. A lot of my clients are on holiday, which is absolutely lovely for them, but also great for me because that means that all the projects and webinars and offsites that we're planning for September, October, they're currently sat with the clients for approval. And then when they come back, we'll really get started. So what am I working on? Business development. If anybody has me on Instagram, which my handle is below, if you saw my Instagram last week, let's say I had a bit of a moment of, I feel like I resurrected from the dead. I was literally in bed, 3 a.m, ping, boom, up. All I could think about was my services I wanted to redefine and my positioning and my storytelling. And that is what I've spent the last couple of weeks doing because I have more time for business development. So really focusing on that. What is my story? How can I really get that out there? What are the services I'm providing? And what is my positioning? That's all happening this week. I'm also filming from my living room right now because it's like 6 p.m. But for this week, it's more of entrepreneur, Georgia. I'm going to Manchester on Thursday, so I'm going to bring you along for that. I'm also seeing friends tomorrow night for a barbecue and figuring a lot of this out as I go. I think this is what I'm really excited for. I want you to be here for the journey and things that are happening. Oh, and I turned 29. So in those 3 weeks of editing this video for the first time, I turned 29, which I'm really excited. I used to be really scared to turn 30 and I was like, oh, like, what does that mean? But I have had the best 20s. Like, the people who've come into my life during my 20s have really changed everything for me and I've loved it, and I'm actually really excited for my 30s. I've heard they're great and I simply can't wait. What else has happened? I don't think that's it. I think that's it on like a big announcement scale. Lots is happening, but what I really want you to know is I want this to be our vlog. An opportunity for us to connect, we come together, and if there's anything that you would really love to see, let me know, because I don't know anyone in my space in particular who is being really authentic and raw on video. I can name some really high-level celebs that I absolutely love to watch and I take a lot of inspiration from and the connection that they're building. I'm just Georgia. I'm just Georgia living life, and I do really like filming this sort of content. I was just being a little bit of a chicken. But I'm over it. I'm over it. And I'm really excited to keep this going. And I'm just going to say bye for now. Bye for now until I see you in like 0.2 seconds. I'm back. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Nice and early one today, and I'm gonna head off to the gym. But first, I always have an electrolyte just to help me, and I try not to drink caffeine as much as I can, but when it comes to this I just have half. I just find one a bit too much. So just trying to start my day off right. I have already gone through my inbox this morning, so this is my thing. Morning routine. Wake up, do all like the morning brush your teeth, shower stuff, go straight to my laptop, do like urgent replies, but I schedule every single one. So I schedule every reply to go from 8:30, because honestly, if I tell people that I'm online at 6:30, 7 a.m, no one wants that sort of email. Like, do I want an email at 6:30 in the morning? No, I don't. I seriously don't, and neither do my clients. So do that in the morning. I'm gonna go to the gym. So I've also put a wash load in the washing machine. As I walk out the door, I will put that on, go to the gym for like an hour, and then come back and do adulting work things. So today's quite light on meetings, which is nice. I've only got 2. And then the other things I'm working on, so I've got a potential brand partnership that's happening, so I just need to reply on email. This is me replying on email to them, but reply on email. I've also got a PR opportunity coming up, so I need to respond and arrange a time to get that call in. I have a diagnosis on Monday, which is what I previously called an audit, and now it's more in depth. So I've got that on Monday with a client, so just checking that I've got everything I need and that they're happy and nothing's changed with the time and dates and everything. Then what else do I have today? Today I'm also finally figuring out meta ads. So I have been trying to figure out a meta ad. I'm not a marketing girly. I take a lot of inspiration from marketing. I figured it out, but the only thing I need to do is film the video for the ad. So that is being done today. And the reason for the ad is I created a breakaway plan playbook, which is basically if people want to go from employee to consultant. I've used TikTok for this, so all the sales so far have been organic, which have been great, and I just know that leveling up, like, this playbook will help so many people. I've had really amazing feedback from it already, so I just want to get that out to more people, and that's a way that I'm going to try ads. If anyone has any top tips on ads or anything, let me know, because again, this is something I've been putting off because I just don't know. And yeah, we're back. Anyway, so that's my day today, and then barbecue with friends later. What a good Wednesday. So I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do lower body. I did upper body on Monday, and then live life. And because I saw Grace Beverly talk about having apple cider vinegar in the morning, because I saw Regina in army pants and flip-flops, I wore army pants and flip-flops. And I'm going to try it. Should I do it here? I've never tried this before. Woo! It smells a bit like the vinaigrette in beetroot. I went for the turmeric one. I thought it would be like tastier than normal. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Wow. I don't know if that's for me. Woo. Serving suggestions: 50 ml in your favourite drink twice daily. So you're not supposed to shot it like I just did. You're supposed to add it to your drink. Okay, next time, I'll put it in my drink because that was pretty strong. I got the turmeric, so like turmeric with honey, lemon and black pepper. Whoa, maybe I add some like into like a soda water or something and just have that as like my maybe like morning mocktail vibes. Oh well, it was fun to try. Won't do that again though. Hello, hello. We are in the co-working space in Manchester. This is actually called Cobra. It's my first time being here. It's pretty damn cool. why I'm here today is basically as part of the networking group that I'm in. We do full days where we come together and we talk about our businesses, what challenges we're having, what we're going to do for the year ahead. And obviously now we're in August, so it's looking at what do we all want to achieve before the end of this year. And then today, let me read you my schedule, because as part of that, I've also got client meetings. So I have one meeting at 10:30, which is with a retainer client. That's a monthly meeting that we have just to check that everything's all good, what's on their desk that shouldn't be. Then I've got a meeting at 11, nope, that's 11:30. At 11:30, which is all about onboarding, so we're building out the onboarding flow and offboarding flow for a new retainer client that we're working with. Then I have a networking catch-up at 12:30. 1:30, I'm building out a really new, exciting project that one day I promise I will tell you and the world will know all about this, but that's a bit hush-hush for now. And then from 2 o'clock, we have our round table, because the networking event I'm here for today is called Round Table. So we have our round table afternoon of going through what's happened over the year, etc., which is great. So there's actually 15 of us here in person, and then the rest are all dialing in virtually. So yeah, I'm here. It's a really cool space. Like this. So yeah, but I'm literally gonna spend the morning doing work, doing what I need to do, and yeah, I kind of film a little bit in between too. So a problem I will have with the YouTube live is I'm just so in the moment. So I've spent all day in Manchester with fellow entrepreneurs and founders, and I was so in the zone, I forgot to record. I forgot to record my conversations. I forgot to record the specific webinar workshop, that we were having. And now I'm back on the train on my way to Leeds, and I have left now with a brain full of things that I could do for my business to be better and to just be a better professional person. All sorts, part of our membership. We have experts that come on. We have fitness, luxury, all of that goodness that you would want. It's not just a community, it's so much more than that. So yeah, I need to have a brain dump though, I'm very visual. So I need to get out my A4 paper, write it all down, and then condense it. So it's just really made me think about my business. I'm constantly thinking about my business, but also I'm building this business for a lifestyle for the future, for a future family. So yes, lots of good things, lots of good networks, people I hadn't met before as well, which was really nice. So sorry I didn't film. I know I said I would. This is the only thing with me, I'm so in the moment that sometimes I do forget to pick up a camera. I'm just not used to it. I'll get better, I promise. That was good. Hey peeps, it's Friday. And there is one thing that has been on my mind since yesterday. So I mentioned that I went to Manchester, I had a day with other entrepreneurs, which is always so great, and I could always come away feeling really inspired. And all of last night, I didn't sleep very well because I was just thinking about the conversations that we're having. So it's really, what I really love the most about the day is everyone is there to help. There's no judgment and everybody's building in real time, which is great because I don't have friends who are building a business in real time. So leaning onto other entrepreneurs has been a real kind of savior, I would say, as being a business owner, because I've never done this before. This is my first time building a business. I'm also leading up a community. I have a community called the People Society, which has 150 members within there who are all HR professionals. So I'm balancing both whilst doing speaking and, being a creator and everything else. So it's always really, really nice to talk to people who get it, who are also very similar. But there's one thing yesterday, and I've been thinking about it all morning. Basically, one of the guys said that we have a framing problem. A lot of people get their framing really wrong. And he gave the example of a doctor. He said, when you're about to go into surgery, they don't tell you just before the surgery, you have a 30% chance of this going wrong. Basically, a 30% chance of dying. They don't say that. They don't tell you at the end, because then you panic and worry. But what they do say is earlier on, they say there's a 70% chance that this will work in survival. It's the same. It's the same thing that is being said, but it's the framing of it. And it's really, really made me think about how am I framing the impact as a consultant and a professional to clients, but it's also really made me think about how was I framing the impact when I was in-house, when I was in corporate, because I felt the frustration. I don't think I was framing it correctly and at the right time. Yeah, it's really been on my mind. And then also, I've said plenty of times before, and especially on my content, I am an employee experience consultant. Everybody there that I networked with yesterday has never worked in HR or people or anything, and that's what I love the most. Like, most of them are in the marketing space, which is great. However, every single person asked me, what's the difference between HR and employee experience? And a light bulb has just gone off in my head. I am using language that is so familiar to me, but so foreign to them and people who are outside my world. And people that I work with are often outside my world. So yeah, I've come away with some really good tips about where I go next with my business, especially because we are heading into Q4, which is the busiest time. I mean, I don't know how it can get busier than this year, but it always does. Like, Q4 is always typically really, really busy, even when I was in-house to now being a consultant. But I really want to prioritize on hitting my goals. I set myself goals at the start of this year, and I'm progressing it's looking good. Like, we've got good progress coming, but I want to absolutely smash them out the park. So that's where the end of this quarter is really, really important for me. So that's on my brain today. That's on my mind. I've also been on a walk this morning, and I think that really helped with clarity. Like, I felt really foggy recently. Yeah, I don't know. It's been just having one of those moments, like I said before, but I just felt foggy. But I went for a walk. I feel so much better. I feel proactive. I need to do this. Like, I often really neglect my health. The first thing I forget to do is get out of this chair. My steps are like 1,000. It's absolutely abysmal per day. So I got out for a walk, got a really clear head now. I feel more focused. I've got a couple of tasks. So what have I got? So for today, excuse my productivity method, it's just on the back so I spilled things. I'm just a girl. So today I've got a few retainer replies. I save Fridays mainly for admin, so it's mainly just like retainer replies to clients, letting them know any updates ahead of next week. I also need to write my newsletter. So I have a free newsletter that goes out every single Friday to HR professionals. I need to write that today. And I'm also considering moving that to Substack to create more of like a blog style, because in the newsletter content, it is very educational. So I kind of want to keep that, but I may move that to Substack. TBC. This video will confirm, I guess, if that has happened by the time I release this. And then I've also got a meeting this afternoon for the podcast where we're up to, how we're getting on, what we're thinking for season 2. And then general email replies. What else do I have? General email replies. And then I'm actually just going to focus on the business, like getting that clarity, because now I feel so much clearer. I feel happier. I'm not, like yesterday I came away and I was a bit like on the brink of overwhelm, like, oh my God, I actually voice noted somebody and I was like, I'm so sorry if I came across like a headless chicken, because I was excited but deep down like spiraling. Today I feel clear. So I'm just gonna get these off of my list, enjoy Friday, then we have a 30th. So it doesn't stop over here, peeps. Like, this life is busy. Oh, and today is also the 8th of August, which is the unlock of like the Golden Gate portal. Yes, I was listening to Grace Beverley's podcast on my walk this morning. So I'm also going to write a letter to Georgia on the 8th of August, 2026. She, at that point, will be 9 months away from her wedding day. So I'm going to write to her about all the great things that we have achieved at that point, and I'm going to make it happen. So note to anybody who hasn't done that, you can do that on any day, but write to yourself, write to your future self, and write in the tone of what is happening there and then. That was a bit philosophical, wasn't it? Not here for a lecture, here for a good time. But anyway, I love you and leave you. I'm gonna switch up our weekly recordings, by the way, and instead of just doing vlogs, I'm gonna do 2 weekly vlogs a month and then 2 me to camera with answering a question, basically. So if there are any questions that you have to me around working in HR, employee experience, how do we create connection, how do we leave our jobs, how do we know when is the right time to leave our job, I don't know, whatever question you've got, how to be more strategic in your career. Any question, let me know, because I will be doing 2 videos of those a month alongside vlogging vibes. So I'll see you in the comments, and have a great weekend and be kind to yourself because we all need it. Bye for now.